Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be going through some of the weekly, or how the market is shaping up on a weekly time frame coming into the close today. So interesting one to note is Euro US dollar. We've currently seen the market on the weekly time frame take out this low through here. Obviously the market hasn't finished yet, so there is still opportunity for it to close back above these lows, but the likelihood is not looking great for that to actually happen. You know, a close below here does suggest that the market is going to face a continued move to the downside. Now, just going onto the monthly time frame, we'll just get the month. We can see, you know, that break there as well, and the next sort of support level coming in for Euro US dollar is all the way back down at this 1.0500 area, which the market found in 2016. So again, are we looking for that market to just drop down into this area for the rest of the year? Then potentially going to see a rally in Euro US dollar, or at least back into this level for a continued short. So that's what I'm looking for really here on Euro, is to see that downside continue. Strength and weakness tables are really seeing that Euro weakness come through. Obviously we looked for the buy opportunity in here at this key support level. It didn't trigger and the market just fell to the downside, so there was nothing really here for us in the end. We were looking for a break above these sort of 8-hour highs. We just missed out on getting triggered, so the high of that candle was 1.0925. we were 2.6, so we just about missed out on that, and the market has since fallen. So for me now, it's just how do we take advantage of what happening next now that area of resistance support has been broken. We should expect the market to come and retest it at some point. If obviously the market does pull back and reject, we'll look for potential shorting opportunities on this. Still a big buyer of the US dollar. For me, it's one of those currencies that I do really want to buy, but looking at the dollar index, it's coming to an area of resistance as well, so we could start seeing a bit of a pullback in that euro dollar prices. Aussie US dollars closing the week bullish. This was one on our watch list last week, in the market outlook, because the strength and weakness table suggested that the Australian dollar was at extreme weakness, which would suggest a reversal in the prices, which is what we've seen this week. Again, some buyers just stepping back into the market here. Does suggest to me that there could be a little bit more upside in this market, even if it is just a small pushback into these sorts of weekly lows once again. And then if we do get some kind of continuation point, we could look for shorts then. But there could be some good buying options on the Australian dollar, perhaps not against or not on this currency pair, but at least against other weak currencies like we've seen the Swiss franc recently and the euro. If you look at the euro Aussie chart, that chart is just nosediving at the moment, so it could be a good place to look for some key opportunities going into next week. Kiwi dollar. Again, obviously the market hasn't finished yet, but it's looking pretty bullish in terms of it's back down at this supporting zone. The market's finding some kind of buyers, even if it might only be short term. So again, are we going to get that small push up to the upside before that continued drop with that dollar strength, or are we going to start just seeing the collapse down in here? The Kiwi is still weak, but like the Australian dollar, it is showing up on strength and weakness tables as a potential reversal setup there. What I quite like about the opportunity on this is the fact that there's this inverse head and shoulders pattern. The neckline's running kind of diagonally, but look at the momentum here. The momentum's really slowed. It's not really something that would suggest that there's going to be huge downside on. For me, it actually suggests that the market could spike to the upside and perhaps head towards this resistance level up in here. Now, the reason I'm saying that is just look at the volume of these candles, very short, shallow. That doesn't really suggest that sellers are going to come in. It really suggests that the market is going to reverse. You know, typically we see these short, shallow candles when the market does look to reverse. Again, shallow candles, market reverses, shallow candles, market reverses, you know. So expect that sort of potential reversal here on Kiwi, especially. So that's why I looked at that Kiwi Swiss position, which is just kind of floating at break even at the moment. Essentially, if we look at the weekly time frame, zoom right in, the market is at a key support point. We're starting to produce those weekly bullish candles. Can we see that opportunity for this market to continue to rally to the upside? We have a nice little resistance level up in here around about the 6400s that could be targeted through here, and you can see already there's a little bit of a bullish pattern forming after a large move up. So could we get that spike higher into these sorts of lows? That's what we're looking for here on Kiwi Swiss, pairing those diverging currencies together. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video update. I will speak to you next week. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in below, and I'll speak to you soon.